What is going on, my YouTube family? It is your boy Zary from the XMG coming at you today to talk to you a little bit about some suggestions I'd like to make for the game. But before we get into that, just want to give a big thank you to everybody out there who watched the Battlegrounds video. The biggest launch I've had for a video, and we are so ever close to that goal of 850 subscribers, and at that time we were going to talk about the next giveaway and some big news for the channel. So if you are not part of that XMG family, you should be. Click that subscribe button, turn on notifications, blah, 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 blah. And for all you family members out there, thank you so much for the overwhelming support. It has been unbelievable. So what we are going to talk about today is we are going to go over 10 things, really in no particular order, that I would like to see come into the game. So let's get started with that. Alright, so the first thing is we are in the Runic Journey. Now, what I would like to see with the Runic Journey, I think this was a great step into establishing runes for the beginning players. Now I want to see the Runic Journey taken up a notch for the more seasoned endgame player, whereas, you know, I think a hard campaign mode in the Runic Journey, much like the tower. You can select which Runic Journey you want to go into, and boom, now you're dropping 3 and 4 dot runes, but the challenge level is exponentially higher, and I really think that could benefit players and give you something more to work towards in the game. So at number 10, I really want to see more things incorporated into the Runic Journey for the endgame player. Coming in at number 9, I'd love to see something done with tournaments. Now, tournaments, they just seem like the generic, bland kind of, okay, we're getting runes. Okay, here comes Singeal. Okay, here comes Failure. It's just the same kind of thing over and over and over again. So maybe some kind of like continuous, maybe week-long with crazy draw coins at the end, or something needs to be done with these tournaments just to kind of get them a little more involvement. It simply is just too boring for a lot of players to do the same thing, and again, it isn't for the endgame player. What endgame player doesn't already have Singeal at 7 stars? So, a revamp to the tournament with maybe different characters, more coveted characters, or a bigger spoil at the end, something to get people a little bit more interested in those tournaments would be a lot better. Coming in at number 8, I would like to see something happen with these chests. Now, I've talked to a lot of whales in this game. It's like I don't have anything else to spend money on. Why aren't other characters being put into chests? Why isn't, for example, why isn't Rune the Unseen in the chest? Selena went in there, so you could go nuts and buy Selena. But where's Rune the Unseen? Why isn't she in there? How come coveted characters aren't put into the premium chest after they become farmable? Or after the battle pass is over, while the tournament's going on, they should go into premium chests. It allows people to spend more money into the game. And if whales are running out of things to spend money on, we kind of got a problem in the game. And I really think that could be something that needs to get changed. And also, I think the drop rate of the purple gear in the premium chests, if that was, we go back to the slots, we have an epic item slot at 5%. Maybe that's higher with epic gear harder to get, if that makes sense, where you're guaranteed an epic gear piece, but farmable gear pieces are way harder to get than a raid. Putting things for people to spend money on and kind of do that gamble in the chests, I think would be really good, and putting, like I said, the characters in there that are more coveted would be absolutely humongous for the spenders and the free-to-play players who just buy the chest when they save up enough coins. And if you get 50 Zera shards right off the bat, that would break your game, and it would be awesome. So just revamping the chests is something I would love to see get done. Now, the next one kind of ties into a later one, but coming in at number 7, I would love to see something done with sim tickets. You get to the point where it just either becomes so abundantly ridiculous where you have 8,000 of them, or you're scrapping and spending premium currency as a free-to-play player on sim tickets. If you 3-star a level, let's just get rid of them entirely. Remove sim tickets from the game, and as you 3-star something, you're allowed to auto-battle it. Number 1, it improves quality of life for the leveling process, which is already just people don't like to do, and that's where you lose a lot of people. But not being able to sim after you've already 3-starred it, and you don't want to spend your draw coins because you don't spend money in the game, and I'm experiencing that in the free-to-play version of it, and it's just extremely frustrating, and it's stupid. You've 3-starred the stage. There's no reason why you need a sim ticket. I say remove them from the game just completely, because you either have none or you have so many that it doesn't make a difference. And maybe I'm wrong and people are buying sim tickets, but I don't think you can buy them any place but for 20 draw coins, and it's just complete waste. So just remove them from the game, plain and simple. So jumping into number 6, we have runes are kind of going to be a lot on this list, but the next one is rune filtering. Now, yes, I actually think the filter system in this game to start was absolutely fantastic. But why can't I see runes that are on people? I get a new character and I want to look for a speed rune in potency. I should be able to see what characters have a speed rune in potency as I filter it. Now, yes, you could make your argument where if you go into manage runes onto your characters, all you have to do is just kind of go through and see. And of course, there we go. So all you have to do is just kind of go through and see. But what if you're looking for a crit chance damage rune in the southern rune? You're going to have to click on every damage in the southern to see if it's damage or health or crit chance. You should just be able to see who has it and then make that move as you go on. I think that would really, really up the game, especially with Battlegrounds coming out. You're going to want to possibly stack people for health if they're your defensive teams and things of that nature. So having this ability to see what runes are on characters other than by going through every character would be absolutely huge for the game. And sticking with runes at number 5, we are just going to say we need rune loadouts that are savable. So that way if you are trying a speed set on a Mor'Doom, let's say, you have them saved so you know, okay, I can go back and I can put that back on Soleus when I'm done and not have to remember where everything went. Having the ability to save a rune loadout would be vital, and it will definitely let people theory craft and play a lot more. So rune loadouts, number 5. Number 4 definitely is save a team feature. With Battlegrounds coming out, a lot of your time is chewed up by trying to find a team, and it's just a waste of time. Tower, going back and forth. You should be able to have a pre-programmed elf team. You should have to be able to have a pre-programmed orc team, order team, clan team, whatever you want. Maybe up to 10. Just absolutely a must-have feature for Battlegrounds to be even more successful. And they said, you know, in that interview with Lizardbreath, that she said that the devs are strongly considering this, and it's probably going to come out after Battlegrounds. And I think this is a must for them after Battlegrounds is launched, because this is just going to make quality of life that much better for the player base. Now, number 3 for me, the one I mentioned about sim tickets could just completely take care of this, is a repeat battle feature. I'm not a programmer. I don't know what it takes to program things, but I'm assuming it's probably easier to remove sim tickets than to go in and put in a repeat battle button or feature. But I don't know. I'm making that assumption. And as this battle plays out here, you know, and I've noticed this way more on my free-to-play account, that if I don't have the sim tickets, my quality of life just goes, frankly, down the shitter, because I'm in here, I've already 3-starred this level, or I'm farming somebody, and then I have to exit, it has to load, I have to select it again, check my team again, let it load, hit the auto button, rinse and repeat for 5 times if you're farming a character. And it's just really, really not the best quality of life feature. Like here, as you can see. Alright, so if we didn't have sim tickets, we've already 3-starred this. We have to hit next. We have to wait for it to load. Still loading. Still loading. And now we're back here. So now we go back to battle. We have to select our team again and wait. Yes, first world problems, I completely understand that, but at the same time, people leave games for silly reasons, and this is a silly reason someone would leave the game, because either they don't have the sim tickets, or they feel it takes too much time to do these things. And it could be easily fixed by 1, removing the sim tickets like we already talked about, or 2, putting in a repeat button instead of next, refight, whatever it might be. So having repeat battle functionality would be huge. Okay, for number 2, we jumped over to my main account. See, boss area, and we're gonna go into the shops. I have 23,790 Unity Emeralds. I have 23,500 Gladiator Rubies. I have 29,650 Mystery Sapphires. I have nobody left to farm out of any of those 3 shops. 0 people. What am I doing with those pieces besides, you know, buying Outcast Shackle pieces, the miscellaneous gear? We need other things in this shop to help us. I have 268 pieces of that, 162 pieces of that, 173, 204, 250, 101. And if everybody and their mother didn't take Outcast Shackles, I'd be good there too. So what are we doing? The arena. I bought Slinger because he's a tournament challenge, or a battle pass challenge. Same thing with Tower. We need more things in these shops. We need people to farm. Put different characters in there. You know, there's plenty of characters out in this game that have 1 node to farm. 1. Spectre Goram, 1 node. Yogi, 1 node. Selena, 1 node. Cruel, 1 node. Why can't they be put into a shop? Why can't Inspector Goram be put into arena? Yogi put into tower? Why not? You know, we should be able to farm these people other than 1 node. And like, I understand they want to have people harder to get. I completely understand that. But at the same time, why am I doing tower every day? I mean, the gold in there is good, but why? You can't buy anything with the shards. I mean, yeah, you could reuse it and spend all your money here, So I could buy all these, so every time Wonder Lua pops, I could buy her, or I could buy some more gear out of here if I needed it. I guess you could do that, but that's not the point of the tower shop. Not to feed the star shop. You know, it just doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. So that is why I feel more needs to go into these gold, perhaps. Ability scrolls. You know, for 1,000, you know, of the rubies, you can get 100k gold. I'm just throwing it out there. There's things that we could do to help alleviate that for people and make it easier. So that's why that comes in at number 2. And my number 1 thing is the Battle Pass characters. What is going on with them? Where are they? Why isn't Rune the Unseen farmable yet? She's the first Battle Pass character. We are on Battle Pass 3. Zera's come back in that little event. She hasn't. Not that I can use her if she's available, but the fact of the matter is if she was 7-star, I could think about upgrading her for my panda team. But why am I going to sink resources and I don't even know where she's farmable? We got to have a plan for these characters and where they are going to be. It just doesn't make any sense to me. You know, we were told kind of that the rotation would be they're in the battle pass, they go to the event, and then they go to a node or a shop to be farmed. And it hasn't been the case. We are going on 2 months of Rune the Unseen not being farmable. We are going on Zera's second event, which doesn't make any sense to me. So, and if that's the way that the game developers want to do it, it's your game. Go for it. But just tell us so we know and we can plan. I don't, like on my free-to-play account, I'm using Rune the Unseen because, and I put gear into her because I was told she'd be farmable. So I'm like, alright, I can start farming her up. And it just hasn't happened. So, just tell us what's going on with that. Alright, everybody. So there it was, my top 10. Again, in no particular order. I did kind of rank them, but in its suggestions to improve the game of Dragon Champions. And the reason I made this video is the interview with Lizardbreath. She talked about if you'd like to see suggestions, present them, and we can look into them. So here is kind of my list of things that I think could really, really improve the game of Dragon Champions. So I went with that. So again, hope you all liked it. Leave your suggestions down below, because I know Lizardbreath checks out the videos, all of the game changers, or testers, whatever you want to call us. She watches them all. She's cool like that. So she's going to listen, be respectful, leave them down in the comments below. If you agree with some of them, put them down there so she knows that more people feel that same way just besides me, and she will take it to the dev team. So that's what I got for everybody today. Be well. Be safe. Don't forget to subscribe. I love you all out there. Talk to you in the next one. I'm out.